Yep.
who I think will have a few words to say about the selection process.
Well, while it's rotating for the first time, I just wanted to give you a little history of how we got to where we are now. The Plaza and as you will remember, our concrete wedding cake were originally designed in 1985 as part of the Point Tiburon public improvements. Tony Gazzardo of Tiburon was the project landscape architect, and it was marked on the plans with a circle that said fountain. Later he sketched a fountain with a shark on top with water coming out of its mouth. So the concrete wedding cake was built, and it sat there for almost 20 years. You can all remember, probably as long as you've been in Tiburon, it was there. After we finished Main Street about 7 years ago, we decided it was time for the wedding cake to go and for the real fountain to be designed and constructed. So what happened was initially we put together a selection committee. In fact, I met with Albert Gadara, who did Blackie, and his idea for the fountain was a mommy shark and two babies, but that didn't quite fly. After an extensive selection process, the design was chosen in 2002, but the fundraising committee was unable to raise the necessary funds, and I think that was reflective of the fact that we didn't have a fountain as part of that. Then in 2004, we decided to try again, and I'm going to let Miles walk you through that, because that was a wonderful and incredible process.
Thank you, Tom. I'd actually like to embarrass Tom just slightly for a minute. Many times in a project, the idea sort of hangs by a thread as to whether it's going to happen or not. After the initial effort, to the sadness of everybody involved, and it sort of foundered. The council had other things on its plate. We were thinking about, there was no one actively pursuing the fountain. And in one of our town meetings, Tom Graham said, look, that doesn't mean we don't have our fountain. Let's just redouble our efforts and proceed again to get this fountain started. Let's look at it all over again. And I'm ready to start working on it.